You're halfway to work when a thought punches through your brain. Did I actually lock the door? You replay the moment. See a vague image of yourself turning the key, but you don't quite trust it. Your chest stays tight. Maybe you turn back, or you spend the whole commute arguing with yourself. You send a message, then open the chat again to reread it once, twice checking for typos, oversharing. Or if it sounds wrong, you double-check the stove, the calendar, the email attachment, the route. Not just once, but 2 or 3 times before your body finally lets you exhale. Other people seem to just do things and move on. You feel like you only get to relax after you've confirmed, yes, it's really done. Quietly, you wonder, why do I need to double-check everything? Just to feel okay? What am I actually afraid will happen if I don't? If your peace of mind only shows up after just one more check, what your brain is doing behind the scenes is something most people like you never get told, and it might completely change how you see this overcautious side of yourself. The people around you usually don't see the storm in your head, they just see the repeat behavior. You're being paranoid, it's not that deep. You already checked that, maybe they joke. You're so OCD, throwing the word around like a punchline. On the outside, you laugh it off. On the inside, it stings, because part of you agrees. Why can't I just trust myself the first time? Why do I look ridiculous pacing back to the door, or reopening the same app again and again? You start hiding it, pretending you forgot something while you secretly recheck the lock. Or casually reopening your email like you're just double-checking the time. The more you do it, the more you label yourself. I'm too cautious. I'm embarrassing. Something must be wrong with me. Most people like you stop there and decide. They're just anxious or broken, but that's only because nobody ever explained what your checking habit is actually doing for your nervous system. What most people don't realize is that needing to double-check things isn't just you being extra careful. It's your brain's way of trying to feel safe. Underneath it, there's a threat system that doesn't fully trust. We're good the first time. Psychology shows that when your mind isn't convinced something is truly done or truly safe, it keeps a low-level alarm running in the background. Double-checking is how you try to shut that alarm off. Every time you jiggle the handle, reread the message, or reopen the file, you're really saying to your nervous system, see, look, it's okay, you can calm down now. In other words, your checking habit is a DIY safety system. It's not random, and it's not you being dramatic. It's your brain's way of managing uncertainty and trying to make sure you're not blindsided. Now the real question is, what exactly is triggering that alarm? And when does this safety system start protecting you less and running you more? Under the surface, a few key things are usually driving that alarm. First is intolerance of uncertainty. Some people can live with it, it's probably fine. Your brain hates probably when there's even a tiny doubt. Did I really hit send? Did I actually turn it off? Your mind starts quietly spinning worst-case scenes. Double-checking shrinks that uncertainty. Instead of vague maybe, you give yourself a concrete image. The locked door, the correct date, the attachment that's really there. Your threat system relaxes because the unknown just got smaller. Second is a threat system that's learned the hard way. If you've ever been blamed for a mistake, left something unlocked and paid for it, sent the wrong thing, or grown up around criticism, how could you forget that? Your nervous system may have decided, we can't afford slip-ups. Now it errs on the side of over-checking to avoid being hurt, judged, or blindsided again. If I check enough, nothing bad will sneak through. Third is memory distrust and reassurance loops. Anxiety makes you doubt your own memory. You remember locking the door, but it doesn't feel solid enough, so you don't trust it. Checking gives you a hit of relief. Your body relaxes for a moment. But your brain also learns. I only feel safe when I check. That creates a loop. Anxiety gives check, gives relief, gives stronger belief that checking is necessary next time. Most people just see you touch the handle again. They don't see the intolerance of uncertainty, the old never again lessons. And the need for reassurance your brain is juggling every time you circle back, just to be sure. The next step is figuring out when that safety system is serving you and when it's quietly running your whole day. This is where the nuance matters. Your double-checking has absolutely protected you. It's the reason you catch mistakes other people miss, remember details, and rarely leave loose ends. In a chaotic or critical environment, that vigilance might have been the thing that kept you safe or out of trouble. That deserves respect, not pure shame. But there's a line where caution quietly turns into a cage. You can't walk away without checking again. When you lose sleep replaying whether you really did it. When 5 seconds of safety becomes 5 minutes, then 15, and your life starts orbiting around what if. On the surface, it looks like being responsible. Underneath, it can send your nervous system the same message over and over. We are never safe unless we check again. A kinder next step isn't to force yourself to stop, it's to let checking help you without letting it own you. Start tiny. Pick one low-stakes thing a day to check only once. One door, one message, one calendar entry. When the urge to recheck hits, remind yourself, I did it. This feeling is anxiety, not evidence. Each time you survive not checking, your brain gets new data. Sometimes things are okay, even when you don't triple verify. If this felt like someone finally understood why you need to just make sure all the time you're not alone, and you're not just paranoid, you're a safety-seeking mind learning how to trust itself again. Subscribe and stay close if you want more videos that decode patterns like this without shaming you. And tell me in the comments what you find yourself double-checking the most, because next, we're going even deeper into how cautious brains like yours can find calm without living in constant doubt.